Well, happy Friday, everyone. I hope you're doing well. And today we're going to look at something that used to be commonly used by men a few thousand years ago, but now is more commonly used by women, although some men still use it. What is it? Are you really curious? Well, if you read the title of this video, you already know. It's nail polish. Let's have a look, shall we? In 3200 BC, Babylonian soldiers were known to stain their fingernails before battle as part of their war paint and strategy for intimidating their enemies. But the earliest known paint for nails was developed in China around 3000 BC, using a mixture of beeswax, egg white, gelatin, gum arabic, and vegetable dyes. This was used to color code people by their rank in society. As the centuries went on, nail decoration became a way to signify that the wearer didn't have to engage in manual labor, thus was more well off than others. Gold and silver were used by the highest classes, while black and red were used by warriors, and pale colors by lower classes. By the 14th century BC, creating designs with henna on the hands became a popular ritual. Queen Nefertiti was known for popularizing its use on hands and feet, but it was Cleopatra in the 1st century BC who was said to popularize painting only her nails. She preferred dark red, while common folk were only allowed to sport more muted and pale colors. As far as historians know, not much changed over the years with nail polish. Although, when you look at classic paintings throughout the Middle Ages and Renaissance, you'd be hard-pushed to find one of a female with painted nails. By contrast, in the 1400s, Aztecs and Incas used nail arts as totems for battle, using sticks and natural dyes to draw eagles on their nails. Even though actual nail polish may not have been used, nails and hands were very well taken care of, especially for those in the upper class. King Louis's manicurist is said to have developed the first nail file from a dental tool. Salons also became popular in Paris in the late 1800s, using creams, oils, and powders to clean and shine the nails. In fact, the term polish came from the act of shining the nails during this time. In 1878, finding herself divorced and in need of money, Mary Cobb opened the first manicure parlor in the United States in Manhattan. Believe it or not, it was the invention of nitrocellulose, created as an explosive in the 1830s, that became the basis for the nail polishes of today. Cellulose is mixed with nitric acid, originally to make a smokeless gunpowder, but it could also be used to make lacquers, which would harden. The brand Cutex used nitrocellulose to manufacture nail polish, although it wasn't consistently pigmented until later. Combining nitrocellulose with colored dye, car makers found this material perfect for painting cars. But when a French makeup artist named Michelle Menard, who worked for an automobile company, saw this, she thought it would make great paint for fingernails. She brought her idea to Charles Revson, and together they began manufacturing nail polish in 1920. The company soon changed its name to Revlon, which we know it as today. Even through the Depression, nail polish was priced affordably enough to make women feel like they could indulge in a little bit of luxury. Thanks to the trend set earlier by Cobb's manicure parlor, women could treat themselves in their homes to a freshly painted set of nails. By the end of World War I, fashion skewed towards bolder choices for women, throwing aside the more conservative look of the past decades. This included nail polish. Aside from more vivid colors of nail polish being offered, another trend in nail painting was the moon manicure, or half-moon manicure, in which the nails were grown out and only half were painted, leaving the top unpainted in a crescent shape. In the early 20th century, nails were kept clean, short, and rounded. But by the 1930s, the moon manicure was seen on nails that ended in a sharp point. Actresses Dorothy Flood and Joan Crawford were known for sporting this style. Acrylic nails were actually developed in 1957 by a dentist named Frederick Slack, Jr., who cut his thumbnail accidentally. In a pinch, he used a combination of aluminum foil and dental acrylic to fix the nail, and realized it would be the perfect solution for women who couldn't grow long nails that were in fashion. With his brother Tom, he developed the first acrylic nail extensions. There are two men who claim to have invented the French manicure. For those who don't know, a French manicure is a natural-looking pink or beige color on the nail with the tip painted white. The first to claim the idea is none other than Max Factor, who created it for women of Paris in the late 1930s. For those who have had French manicures, you know that the white tips make the hands look perpetually like they have just been freshly washed. But the more well-known story behind the French manicure is that of a Hollywood makeup artist named Jeff Pink. Jeff was stuck with the problem of constantly having to paint and repaint actresses' nails for each day of shooting scenes back in 1975. Since movies are not shot in chronological order, nail polish had to be changed accordingly. He came up with the French manicure not only for actresses on set, but also for runway models in Paris for a look that would go with their constantly changing outfits. Nowadays, nail polish can be found in almost any shade imaginable. New trends emerge with nail polish and nail art every year, with celebrities leading the way. One of the most popular shades of Chanel nail polish is called Rouge Noir, a mixture of dark red and black, thought to look like dried blood, which was popularized by Uma Thurman in the film Pulp Fiction. So there you go. Now you know the history behind nail polish. Alrighty, I suppose you think you deserve a groaner. Well, I think you do. You've been pretty good to sit there and listen to the history of nail polish. Well, there was a gentleman who'd been having issues, and so he was referred by his doctor to a psychiatrist. And he went for his appointments. But he started to wonder about the psychologist's abilities, and after the third time, halfway through the session, he got up and stormed out of the office. And as he was going through the waiting room, the psychiatrist yelled after him, "If you think you're cured after 3 sessions, you're crazy." There you go. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you on Tuesday for Tuesdays with a Pilgrim. Until then, take care, stay safe, and God bless.